Hello everyone, my name is Overgame3. Yes, it is some more Let's Play Xenoblade Chronicles. Now, I have a confession to make. There's already a video about this, but this is post-production. As much as I hate doing this, I just had to. The last 8 episodes that I recorded, from episode 37 to 46, are absolute shitsole in terms of audio quality, so I apologize, but for the next 8 episodes, that's gonna be me talking in post. Maybe I'll have someone to help me, perhaps. But as of now, we're just starting and doing our usual stick by accomplishing some missions. So we're not with Venom, we're with Stella here. So let's just go ahead and talk to her. Be like, yo, what's going on? Zero Station, you blades, don't mess around. I'll get right to him then. You exempted from TNAV into Oblivia, correct? Well, that's given us access to new ganglion intel. Perhaps you're familiar with Prone Village in southern Oblivia? We've learned that there are xenoforms in that village being held as forced laborers. That's very interesting. They are neither humans nor Nopon. It's an entirely new alien race. If we can free them and win them over to our sides and stand up to a mountain of intel on the Prone. Gain a mountain of intel, excuse me. There's even instructions that they might join us as allies like the mountain and Nopon. You can see how this opportunity is too tasty for us to pass up. So, how about it then? We got Prone Sweet Prone. Summary: head to the oblivious Prone colony and rescue the captive xenoforms. Now this is one of the most interesting, I think, missions. Oh, well, by the way, we already know what to do, but you get what I mean. Basic mission covered rescue, you just need to accept that. Well, you don't need to accept that, but I'll give you the location of where to find Stella if you ever find it hard to find her for whatever reason. You have a number of viable infiltration routes. As long as you stay cool out there, you should be fine. Now, like I said, this is probably one of the most interesting missions in the game because, you know, we unlock xenoforms in this game. It's nothing new. We've allied ourselves with the Manon and with Nopon, so it comes to reason that we go. Oh, and spy games. That's very interesting. It comes to reason that we face against, not that we face, but that we find new and newer xenoforms to ally ourselves with, and that's specifically fine. But the way that this mission does it, where it's like something where people are downright prisoners, and we'll see more of that later on as the episodes go on, but it's very interesting to see the relationship or international relationships, or say, I don't know if it's a commentary on international relationships between countries, or maybe it's something that has to do with the development team in Japan, and international relationships wouldn't be something else, and I don't know if it's a cultural thing or not. I just find it interesting that they pose something like this, and it's just really cool. So what I'm doing now is just approaching Scaland Fortress. Why am I doing this? Because Scaland Fortress is probably the second worst fortress in the entire fucking game. Now, I'm not saying this out of just dumb luck or anything like that. Scaland Fortress is downright brutal. Being stealthy here is very, very hard. In fact, one of the most useful gear you can, one of the most useful gear that I do find could be very interesting is having visual cloaking on. Unfortunately, in this game you don't have access to audio, or deaf sound or stealthier movement. Because the hearing part of some enemies are mostly due to area of effect kind of a hearing. Like if you're this close to an enemy, it will then notices you. It won't be like on the other side, so it's a bit like confusing on that part, but generally it's still, it's fairly straightforward. But I heavily recommend using visual cloaking if you have any idea what gear can have visual cloaking. I'd say there's sorry, I'm just getting my train of thoughts here, but the gear that I'm using to basically equip everyone in this game, HP Bose Fung, my team has right now, which is basically blade gear, which gives them experience up, so they can potentially catch up to me at one point or another. This gear also gives them a visual cloaking prowess, and the more you upgrade Sakuruba Industries, which the maximum is 5, which will probably get soon enough after the next batch of episode. they're just it increases the value of that specific ability. So it's a very interesting and easy way to go through it. And it just, as you can see, because I don't have the data packs, and this is what I meant in the first few episodes when I said download the data packs, because it allows you to load things faster, including enemies and textures and territories. Things are unloaded. And the thing is, especially in Ganglion Fortresses, but especially in Scaled Fortress, is the thing is, if you go too fast in a scale, enemies will spawn right on top of you and engage in battle immediately. And the problem is, as you can see, they're all level over fucking 40 enemies, which makes them very scary. For example, this specific, like, thing I'm doing right now, if I went in too fast with my scale, they would have loaded right next to me, and I would have engaged in a battle and I would have lost, because they're level 40. And granted, I'm in a scale, which means I have greater chance of perhaps taking them on, but it's still very, very scary to do. And I just don't recommend it, so don't do it. You know what I mean? Just don't fucking do it. Anyway, so what I'm doing right now is pretty self-explanatory. What I need to do is just get ahead and not get ahead. And that fucking turret will spot you every goddamn time. It's the second time it does it, and it will kill you in one shot. By the way, if ever an enemy spots you, response number 1 should always be the fucking get out of your scale and then just die. It will reset your position into a fairly high place like I am right now, and will make it just ever so more easier on you. So that's pretty much it. Now we just gotta counter, go over that. I don't want to get on top, because if I do, I'm gonna get spotted immediately. So just a good way. By the way, here I can notice so fucking often, don't be in a scale because of that. And that's really shitty, because I was just next to the objective and I fucking hate it. The game does this all of the fucking time, and it is absolutely aggravating. But you know what they say, fuck him, right? Is that something that they say? Probably not. By the way, just boost yourself up and you'll have no trouble. By the way, I was spotted by the Kumueva again, which is why the weird cut there. And yeah, that's really annoying. That's one of the, I keep saying it, but it really is one of the most aggravating things in the whole game. Oh, sorry about that. It's a morning. It's very early. Like, very early. I woke in like 2 hours. So I'm sorry about my lack of energy there. Like I said, enemies have a much wider, I just feel, I have no proof of that, and it's probably wrong, but I feel like enemies have a wider range of spotting you when you're in a scale, whether or not you're in a scale, which I find very interesting. But here we are. Someone there? Why have you come? Well, we're just here to rescue you, man. You're being forced being worked by the prawn, man. Just being very helpful. Yes, we are prisoner, forced to labor long hours. We are not working, we are locked in here. Door is strong, it cannot be destroyed. We must find key, please hurry. Very straight to the point and very much like a Russian accent. I feel like you're gonna be strong, guys. To add to our team. God damn it, I have nothing to say. I'm so unbelievably sorry for being such an uninteresting host. And I shouldn't be, really. I should be full of energy. I should be like a pillar of energized thingies. Now, we get to probably the most aggravating part of this mission. Prone Street Porn, just, stealthing your way through the Scaled Fortress. Annoying, but doable. Getting the fucking key, absolutely one of the most aggravating things you could deal with. Not fucking kidding. So, the enemy should be just down there, fairly close. You get spotted immediately. Aren't you liking this? Because I sure am. Try number 2. Try going in as maybe a human, which makes it a little, which means that maybe the turret doesn't have range detection for me, and it fucking does. So I know that I have to defeat this guy. It's clearly level 19, has nothing to do here. Basically, it's very much shouldn't be that location. So what I'm doing is I'm just attracting him to this side, but then the turret spots my ally. And when it spots my ally, it spots me because we're in battle, so I die. Try number 3. Just try to gun in, but someone behind notices me. Fuck Scout Fortress, it's absolutely horrible. Try number 4. Just going on about, spotting him from afar so that I can engage, and then another fucking enemy spots me again. God damn. I fucking hate the turrets in Scout Fortress. They are the worst. Try number, I don't know, 5. Finally get into a good position so that no turrets can spot me. Just kill him immediately. Do not waste any time. One of the enemies spots me, and then I fucking run my tail off. Because fuck Scout Fortress. I fucking despise Scout Fortress with an iron fist. And then I get, see what I mean? Enemies spawn on top of you if you don't have the data packs. Oh god. Please download the data packs, people. They're you know, they're fairly hefty in terms of data. Like, they take a lot of gigs, but they are so worth it if it means that you don't have to deal with this kind of shit anymore. Anyway, I'm just getting on top of the lingering here, just to be told that you can't harvest this, you dummies. Oh wait, I can. Oh, that's very interesting. It's so fucking slow to harvest things. Once you get to level 4 into mechanical and archaeological, you'll find that unlocking biological materials is very, very clunky and slow compared to the other ones. Thankfully, we're almost blade level 8, which means that it's gonna be helping us a lot. Anyway, back to where we should be going. Just going on about, and we've unlocked it. Thank you. I will not forget this death. You're surprised? Well, it is pretty unusual, so how about we question? That seems very interesting. Prawn against prawns. We are members of Clan. We have fought Kevin Clan's prawn for 10,000 suns. I am Sivi Belkazus, chieftain of Clan. I wear by honor of clan. We wish you no harm. Spirit of great three brothers together. It is fate. Well, good for you, man. What are your immediate plans? Also, why were you in captive? By prawns, no less. Our clans fought long before we could in this feud of millennia. Then Ganglion came to our world, allied with Kevin Clan. We lacked technology to resist, they took us prisoners. Ever since, our days are full of heavy labor. But thanks to you, tomorrow will be day of freedom. Other 3 clansmen are being held elsewhere. But now, outside these clansmen from Kevin Clan, we can keep you safe. Sure, no problem. Follow us to New LA. Thank you. I am curious about this New LA. And LA. Well, it sure is a place, buddy. So we now have to take care of liberating other clansmen, which is phenomenal, I guess. Alright, back in New LA. Looks like we can finally talk to Stella and find how they're doing out here, actually. Prawn with prawn. Just a very interesting thing to begin with. What? Prawn in the city? Damn it, how did he get through our defenses? We need the Harriers here now! Well, hold on. They're not hostile. They're just prisoners. We broke them free. 2 different tribes under Ganglion rule. Really? I had no idea. Just that alone is an incredibly valuable piece of intel. Excellent work, Cross. So the tribes are called Cavern Clan and 3 Clan. It seems the landscape within the alien camp is more complex than we imagine. Director General, forgive me for putting in indelicately, but I believe these 3 clans members could be considerable use to us. Agreed. I will authorize the residents in New LA. I'll also inform Defense Secretary Nagi and the others. I'll take care of the necessary paperwork. I give thanks to the Great Tree and the Earth Aliens. Oops, camera, I wasn't looking towards it. In exchange, perhaps you will agree to share with what you know of the gangland. Does it win 3 clans freedom? Then I will help. You have my thanks. Stella, will you assist in their transition, please? Of course, sir. My name is Stella. If there's anything you need, please don't hesitate to mention it. Miss Prone. Why weren't you looking at him? I'm Civil Begazis, proud leader of 3 Clan. Well, welcome to New LA, Sylvie Begazis. Then don't look at me, look at him! Fucking dumbass. Mission complete! Results, I could not read them because they were too fast. Well, that's great and all, but that's not the only thing we'll be doing today. As our second mission of the day? Our second mission of the day. No, it's not a mission of the day if that's not the first thing we're doing in the day. Well, that's very confusing. Anyhow, well, that was fairly interesting. However, let's break the pace a little bit. We just fucking alarm bullshit. There we go. Sorry about that. Is with Chiopetrus. Pardon me, but I'm gathering data in a moment, you see? This emotional response is anger. Is it a fine, simple tune? Now commencing on experimental tests to neutralize said response, okay? You're advised that sustained periods of heightened blood pressure yield negative effect, alright? Probably best to discontinue your station at once. What the hell are you rambling on about, man? You don't know how I feel. Something really important to me just got all messed up. It's not like I'm trying to be mad here. Seriously, are you trying to pick a fight with me? Oh, I would never choose to fight someone, would I? Fighting is the most unprofitable action, isn't it? I cannot deal with socially illiterate man on right now. Please just go away. Goodness, I was rebunked, yes? Yes, and accused of being unable to read in a public setting, which is most clearly untrue, is it not? Well, I guess you could say that, rationally speaking. Can I ask a third-party opinion, perhaps? I can make a mistake in proceeding conversation? Well, it's just that perhaps you don't understand humor and conversing very well. It appears you have an uncomfortable at the rest of your species, aren't you not? I've attempted conversation with many different humans, but all of them have a similar reaction to this, haven't they? So instead, I shifted quantitative analysis using the readings taken from the emotional meter of my own invention, you see? You have an emotional meter. Yet affecting the subject emotional state in the desired manner, since it still eludes me, I'll have made little progress towards understanding it, you know, so you can know when someone is SPM. That's a period joke, everyone. Very proud of it. Emotion commotion. Leave it to the shamotions. Results. Summary, you agreed to aid Chipotitis in researching human emotion, which is interesting. All we gotta do is offer something that's actually really easy. Just talk to Christopher. He's already fucking there. Ain't that fucking easy? First, I would ask for a demonstration in returning the prior subject emotional state from anger to calm. Analyzing the number on that process should provide me a clear window into human anger. I almost said anatomy and I would have felt very well. Oh, come on. First my poor Aphrodite gets damaged and then I get accosted by some weird man on. That's space races, dude. I must have been really pissed off pissed off somebody off. God damn, what do you need? Please tell me what you need. God damn. Okay. Dude, what happened? Just being real frank. Well, you seem reasonable at least. I was riding Aphrodite, that's my scale, and mowing down indigents like crazy, but then a rowdy Ptolemus comes squashing into me from out of nowhere and totally trash pulls Aphrodite front plating. It makes me so much to even think about it. That scale is the epitome of everything I find beautiful, and having her married to some indigents just I'm so mad. If I could get revenge on that rowdy Ptolemus, yeah, that sickle rock rise, that might have helped me calm down. But I can't because my scale's wrecked. Oh goodness, Pewter, why can't I? That's my dad, 80s beast that defiled you. Well, we could do it. So we'll do it. Oh god, I'm just a guinea pig of everyone now, aren't I? I sure aren't I. Well, let's get going. Okay, buddy, let's put things into perspective. Hey, that's a fucking Potamus. That's not Olympics. That's treasures. That's not Olympics. That's not the Simius. That's not even Cinecula. It's a fucking level 30 Potamus. That should have been real easy to take care of. I don't know why your scowl of all things got wrecked because of this thing. 2, if you have a scale, you're clearly a blade. Can't you take him down by foot or with a team or something along these lines? That seems very inefficient out of you. And 3, fuck off, would you? You can't even take care of your own fucking things. Anyway, taking care of that Potamus should be child's play. I'm level 32, the rest of my team is level 26, and they got all the 20% buff in defense. But look, that should be so unbelievably easy to take care of. As you can see, the Rowdy Potamus is already done. Don't get to take care of the rest. And now we just have to get back to New LA. Let me deal with these pests first. Alright, we're done with the wild smashing. Christopher, not Chiopatas. Whatever. Dude, let's just talk. Also, I don't want my team to be in the way. That was just really annoying. By the way, you had crazy eyebrows just a minute ago. Damn that Rowdy Potamus. If after that you weren't fighting shape, I'd be getting some serious revenge instead of just tending him like a chump. I'm so mad. I feel like I'm going crazy. What am I supposed to do? Well, we did take care of it. So you could like pay us maybe? Come again, you killed it for me? Oh man, you must be a blade like me. You're a marvel, an angel, to the point where I finally thought to believe this mana brought you here. Alright, as long as the monster god is you, I can rest easy. Now I just need to make my beloved Aphrodite more beautiful than ever. You've managed to stabilize the subject state, haven't you? So this is Anger, isn't it? Seems you humans have still a fair animalistic aspect to you, right? But this has yield superb data regardless. Now then, I will lead on the next text subject, if you care to follow me. Now that's really weird, because you see the person right next to Christopher, Dana. Well, it's already in the mission bio, but you know, she's part of the experiment, yet we do not talk to her. I mean, why go, you know, I have a saying in life, why go simple on things when you can make them complicated? Well, that is the thinking part of Chiopatas here. This is my next step. She appears to be in a state of sorrow, doesn't she? Pardon me, but may I ask what sequence of events is responsible for sorrow? What? How did you know? The emotional meter. My newly invented emotional meter can detect the emotional state at a mere glance. You see, depressed brainwave activity, low body temperature. There are symptoms of sorrow, are they not? Your case is quite conclusive, isn't it? And then now your eyes are secreting alkaline fluids, aren't they? I hear they're about such human tears. A really good blade of mine, he died fighting out there. His name was Bobby. He always sit there at the counter and order a burger. You guys never get tired of him. And then he told me some terrible Jones while he was eating. He may have been a dope and a slob, but he was like a son to me. Our sonar numbers are escalating rapidly, aren't they? This is fantastic data. Whoa, buddy. I get you all rational and stuff, but just calm your shits down. That's not cool. Considering the world seems to be a highly complex and situational nuisance, doesn't it? Yes, but that is true. Fucking idiot. It's frankly inconceivable. Well, you're not fucking idiot. You're just a very rational one. That's awfully sweet of you. I mean, nothing anyone does will bring Bobby back, but I just wish I had something to remember him by, is all. Like the wristwatch he always wore, or anyway, if I had a little memento, I'd feel like I would be always close to him somehow. This must be related to you humans all could believe through keeping a dead person's close to oneself. Sounds terrifying, does it not? But very well, ask you to retrieve this wristwatch as soon as possible, okay? Wait, you're going to track it down for me? Just like that? I still don't understand you people at all. Like, I guess you just seem like nice folks. Okay. we're gonna find a wristwatch in a fucking continent. How the hell are we gonna do that? Through the magic of GPS. Alright, so we're now in Obliva. So the first thing, so the first thing you gotta do is, unfortunately, that this thing is completely on the ground. So we got into a new facet region called the Devil's Colony. Believe it or not, very, you know what I mean? Anyway, Devil's Colony is actually pretty interesting of a place. If only because you'll get noticed every single time, and it's one of the first region where you can see that there's a lot of underground tunnels in Oblivion. Anyway, let's just take care of this and shouldn't be taking any time. Like I said, this is a place where you'll find a lot of encounters, and unfortunately this is a place where you'll get interrupted a lot like this. Alright, so maybe I could talk right now. So yeah, Devil's Colony is one of the first instances, as you'll see that there's a lot of underground tunnels, sort of say, in Oblivia, and I find it to be an interesting place where to put the wristwatch of all things, because we don't have data on the fucking thing. Fucking goddamn it. What I'm trying to say here is we don't have that much data on the wristwatch, yet we're able to track it down absolutely perfectly. I understand that just saying, hey, there's a wristwatch in Oblivia, just go find it. You just read that from the mission status, they don't give us data or maybe information as to where we could potentially find the thingies. So I just find that very interesting that we can still track the wristwatch with that in mind. But then again, there's a lot of treasures here that you can find, so I don't complain, and it's also a brand new region, meaning that Devil's Colony is a fairly straightforward place, but a very good one at that. It really just gets straight to the point. It's really easy to understand. So just really one of the best things I can recommend you do is just go ahead, go to the last region, and just once you're there, all the aggro would have, every enemy should have come towards you, and from there you just attack everyone and take care of everything. And there you go. Once you take care of all of them, you get back Bobby's watch, and also get noticed while going out. That's about it. Now we just need to go back to New LA. Alright, back in New LA, Pauline! I think I got something pretty mighty important to you. Huh? I've been looking back and trying to just focus on work, but I've got gone and made me think about it. I remember one night he was washing dishes and he said, running a restaurant must be tough, so they didn't give me the hand cream. I should see his plate every day, but nobody cared like Bobby. I've gathered sufficient data on Sarah, I think. Please recover the wristwatch and restore her brainwaves to her baseline levels, alright? There you go. That's Bobby's watch. Oh, thank you. I actually gave this to him, you know? I was to commemorate his first combat deployment. Although now it feels... well, it feels like it's here with me now. Oh, are your numbers are stabilizing before our eyes? It seems that the watches not only tells time, but also serves to neutralize human sour. Fascinating. Well, it's not exactly the own thing, but... you know... morning process, emotional closure. Is this some secret code, perhaps? Regardless, I've got it. Excellent data. Inside, once analysis is complete, I'll hopefully have a full grasp of the human sorrow. Of your human sorrow. Oh, her emotional state is stabilized, and now it's leaping off the roof. On the back of the word it says, Mother's Pauline, protect me. Mommy must have written that. That damn fool thinking of me as a mother. All of the hopeless idiots. Her brainwave's oscillation is now different from her previous state. It seems that her sorrow is quite complex to emotion. No matter, let us hurry to the next sample, okay? I fucking hate and love how you talk about subjects like they're fucking sample data. You Manon, you stupid Manon. Just think of people as emotional, mices, emotional mices. I feel like that is the proper thing to denote you of. This is the knob subject. Her health rate is accelerating and body temperature significantly above normal. She's clearly disturbed now, yet the cause appears to be emotional rather than physical, doesn't it? As such, I have no idea how to categorize her affliction. Perhaps observation will yield some clue, maybe? Christopher, why do you keep ignoring my feelings? I keep telling you how I feel, but you refuse to respond. I thought you were just playing cool. It was just part of the deal, but... I need to make you understand. This is neither anger nor sorrow, is it? It appears, in fact, to be a muddled mess of many things, no? Maybe you have some insight into her emotional state. Well, this is what we call love. Love, you say? Another extremely complex term, is it not? And yet this human love causes the chest to ache, therefore must be pathological? Ooh, are you certain that she's not requiring medical attention? Perhaps we need to ask her directly. Fucking, we're next to her, goddammit. You there, are you presently in a state of love? Please give me a concrete, detailed explanation, as if all possible. Were you eavesdropping, you little cheat? You better back up before I wreck you. First objection. Love is extremely violent, yes? That is a correct assumption. Violent? No, I'm a sweet, cute, funny girl who's exactly Christopher's type! Fucking dick. I've said goodbye to old Tombo for good. I won't let in some shorty see me get my coat. Your pulse has been extremely fast and your cheeks ran throughout my observation, right? You know what requires to enter these abnormal states? I would dearly like to witness the moment your love cures for good, you see? Cured? No, I don't really. I suppose I come down. I just respond to my feelings. Then down. My nuns, my gut probably isn't going anywhere. Feelings, either electronic, mail, no courier service will have such a feeling, will they? So far too vague. We need an alternative. Ah, well, I'll suggest, goddammit. Yeah, he's the sort of way that'll probably go for that kind of roundabout kind of thing. And you guys can pick out the perfectly presents just for him while I write him. And I'll slip it in my letter and seal the deal. A present, goddamn, that's a beautiful way. Now, as for the present, I think of a pair of red taluses antenna and one from the taluses over a big arch with drawn up a style. They look pretty sharp as a necklace, don't you think? All feral and primal. Then again, Christopher's kind of a gearhead, so also probably like a couple of elemental clusters. I can choose. I just seem to have to make a decision for both of them right now. Well, fuck. Yeah. Shit. Well, if you can't get him, buy him. Yeah, unfortunately for you people, I was fairly lazy, so I bought them. Didn't want to go through it. Why go through the trouble of that when I can go the easy route? If you can make it complicated, make it easy, goddammit. Also, grinding takes a long time from those specific enemies, so I just cheated. Cause why the fuck not? I deserve it, goddammit. I think I finally figured out what I want to say. I never knew love letters were so hard. So, about the present, I still haven't decided which one to give him. So why not just pick whatever he thinks is best? Well, clearly, if he's a gearhead, I think elemental clusters would go a far better way. Yeah, they're kind of lumpy, but Christopher does say he needs it to do repair on his scales. You know, the one with the name, whatever, Steiny. He likes them, right? So, okay, I'll give it to him, along with the letter. Please return once your love is cured, okay? And we need to take additional readings. Yeah, alright, here goes. Wish me luck. Whoa! Let's get an instant replay on that shit, please. Just like a fucking elevator. Holy shit, that was wonderful. That was called teleportation goodness. We just went all Sonic Boom in there. Woo! That was fantastic. These... Christopher said, go out with me! It was from Bang Skeleton. Apparently gave him the part with the last one he was missing. He said, concerningly bringing it was a sign from the goddess beauty. That was the fate of whatevs. Oh dear, prolonged exposure to numbers this high is probably going to fry my emotional meter. This wouldn't have happened without you two. Ugh, I love everyone right now and everything. Ah, the emotional meter shot completely. Your love is a menace. For a body of this size to hers who has so much energy, you humans are fearsome creatures, yes? Do you not hold some potential emotional energy inside us? Well, I just went full fucking Rambo there. Sorry for the rambling. Yeah, I am full of damn love. I'll give love to everyone who desires it. Marvelous, yes? An energy source of this caliber could be accomplished in nearly anything. Humans are a fascinating race. This has yielded extremely helpful data, hasn't it? I understand that you mean by social literacy. Now I will continue to study as you have mastered it. Here is a competition for serving as my instrument, okay? Maybe you'll accept it with not be typical human thingies. Emotion, commotion, results complete. Results, Dan has been... Whew! I just went full cycle on this one. I am apologizing for the nitty-gritty of this particular Let's Play. I should be far much more professional. But that is about it. Talk about a lengthy episode. We went after 2 very long missions. I said I'm pretty proud of myself. Unfortunately for you, that's not the end of it. Because now, we need to go our turn of the day! Our turn of the day is none other than Dewey, the Invaluable. Now, this is actually Devil's Calling, which is pretty straightforward. But, this is just a very interesting tower in general. So, let's start our fight with Dewey, the Invaluable, once again. Now, Dewey isn't something exceptional stats comparison. Well, it is a little higher as per usual with Tyrants and with GLaDOS. But what's really interesting is that Dewey is actually, most Tyrants, actually almost every Tyrant has a set level, but GLaDOS Tyrants actually have a variance in how they, how you can approach them, so to speak. So you can either find it through level 20 and 22, and the stats will vary upon that. It doesn't have that much interesting factor besides that, but it's still very interesting that there's a variance in how you can find it in the wild. And then, like I said, is that for literally every Bloodsub Tyrant. So nothing else very interesting, but you know, it's pretty interesting thing as it is. And now, let's just do a heart-to-heart. Our heart-to-heart today is with none other than Lau, and you first need to get a pet dog for that, so just go into your barracks and you'll have no problem there. And across though I'd bring a breather here, but I can relax. That damn dog's wandering around. Well, sorry for my dog, I guess. That's your dog? Nah, you didn't do anything wrong. It seems plenty friendly to me. I'm sure you and Lynn are taking good care of it. I used to have my dog myself, but she died when I was just a kid. Aw. I know that death is part of life, but it still tore me up, so there's nothing I can do. To this day, whenever I see a dog, I can't help but smile. The more good times we have together, the more it hurts to lose someone. Don't you think? Well, you're kind of right. Even now, when I think about all the people who were left behind on Earth, never mind. I know that's not something no one wants to talk about the first thing in the morning. Well, this place is making me jumpy, so I'm gonna add to the dinner or something. The dog sniffing on my heel kind of bummed me out, but thanks for talking to me through it. Anyway, see you around, Cross. That was our first to heart with Lau. Every dog has its day. Thank you everyone for watching. That was fairly interesting. And I'll see you all next time. That was the worst ending possible.
Chenchi.
One, two, three.